Everybody, Vilisink back again with Raid Shadow Legends, and so we have had nerfs and we have had buffs. As expected, we get told on a continuous basis, oh, this is coming, this is coming. Well, there's been champions that have been nerfed, they're a little bit better now, but some of them are really the same, and it kind of makes no difference to their kit that anything has actually happened. So let's quickly, I've got some notes here. So quickly, Tila, she's still Tila. You can ascend her, get 98 speed. Doesn't change the fact that her kit's kind of crap. She's still got heal reduction. She needs AoE HP burn. That would have been nice. There is minor changes. Nothing there I really want to discuss. I don't like you can go on and check the full notes of this. I won't be going over every detail, but you can check over the notes. Yeah, I have a Tila and she will just remain in the vault, trust me. So, also, we've got champions like Robar, who is hella slow. He's now 97 speed, and Merciless Assault, damage increases when they're under like stun, sleep, fear, true fear, just certain debuffs. That's extra damage, that's a bit of a nice buff if you have a Robar, which I don't, but he was slow before, so that's not bad. I'll take the speed upgrade. I don't have one, but if I ever pull one, then there you go. King Garog, DM's favourite. You know, like I respect it, man. You've got to go against the grain now and again. Damage multiplier increase for King Garog, but his kit's the same. Like Gore Maker is the move that has the damage multiplier increased. I mean, I didn't go for him in the fusion. Don't have one. But again, I'm not sure it would potentially make me want to use him. Pixnail. Well, Pixnail is still not too great. So like Mistress of Glamours, for instance. Attacks one enemy. It says 30% chance of placing a Perfect Veil buff for one turn on the ally with the lowest HP. Cannot place the Perfect Veil buff on herself. So if that's now what she does as an A1. I mean, I don't like it, but Frost Weaver is the passive, I believe, and whenever an enemy places a freeze debuff on an ally, says 50% chance. I'm hoping this can be increased, not just 50. Again, don't have a Pixnail. Has a 50% chance of stealing the freeze debuff and placing it on herself, so she will effectively take all the freezes. And then I'm hoping, because I've got stuff in the notes with numbers, but is there any change to these? 35% chance of filling the champion's turn meter by 25% every time they receive a freeze debuff. So she's stealing freezes, increasing her turn meter, putting up veils, but again, kind of crappy, nothing really too special. Team Lord is also there. I'm not going over every champion, but Team Lord, he had a 70% chance to place 2 poisons. If it's a crit hit, you can get 4. And I'm assuming that's 100% booked. Blight is 5 turn cooldowns. And now we get ally accuracy in Doom Tower by 70. I like the Doom Tower thing, quite like that. If that's coming, cool. But again, don't have a Team Lord. But there's a purpose to going over these champions. Like War Chief Marauder is now on a 3 turn cooldown. Rowanas, Basilius Rowanas, the dude with the stupid name. He, as well as ignoring 50% defense and shields and block damage, he now ignores increased defense. And like there's Crypt King Graal and all this type of stuff, but that's not why we're talking about these champions. I implore you to check out everything else, but what we're talking about here is they nerfed one of my favourite champions, my top bloody 3 champions. Screw you, Plarium, you stupid Cyrilla Banana Jam, fucking Green Arrow, mean little vermin that you are. You give us a fantastic champion, and just like Giscard and every other champion that has actually been good, you nerf them. You take away the fun. And I don't spend any money, pretty much. I have bought maybe like an energy pack in fucking 2 years, which does not make me like a Hell Hades or a Murder Inc. So it's quite difficult for a lot of people, and 80% of the people, they just use their daily resources and all this type of stuff, and if they've had Urogram, they've put resources into Urogram, and you bloody nerfed him. You nerfed him. Could you not just leave him fucking alone? And why did you nerf him? Like, he's so much fun. Granted, I mean, the nerf affects him, but I think potentially, with that being said, it could also be like the Rotos nerf. Because the Rotos nerf wasn't really a nerf, it was an arena nerf. But if you have no revivers on the opposite team, then the nerf is pointless. If you have a reviver and you can one-shot them, then the nerf is pointless. It doesn't make a difference if you're going to block revive or not. If you kill Arbiter, nobody's coming back. But with Urogram, I'll look at what we have here. So his A1 is attacks 3 times. Each hit has a chance to place a 5% poison. Well, that has now been changed to a 2-hitter. My opinion on that becoming a 2-hitter is, I mean, I don't like it, just because he's a fun champion. As you know, I was planning to do loads of videos with him. I just took him into Nightmare. We've been doing Ice Golem Dragon, and it really hurts me. I don't like it, but ultimately, the A1, I'm just going to say it, I can maybe live with it. You've nerfed him, which really pisses me off. But the A1 I can live with. It's still 2 hits, still 2 chances to land poisons. And I do have masteries that can make that 3 poisons. And I also have the masteries to extend duration of that poisons also. So we now have Bizarre Vapors. Guess what? 6-turn cooldown. So I'm pretty sure we went up from a 5-turn cooldown to a 6-turn cooldown. Now, we will quickly go to my Urogram here, because I want to make sure that we're going in the right direction. Yeah, this is... Where are you, Urogram? Am I blind? Or did they nerf you to the point I cannot even see your ass? So, Bizarre Vapors, 6-turn cooldown now. So when you book it, then go to a 5... Or does that need to go up to a 4-turn cooldown when booked? 5-turn to 3 turns, so 6 turns to 4 turns. I mean, it's kind of sucky in a sense, because yes, you can extend the pauses and stuff, but I felt like there was a purpose to the A3 for survivability, to helping your champions, and now you've just effectively put a dagger through it. Like, it ain't gonna do nothing. So we have 3 5% poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. 2 15% continuous shield buffs on all allies for 2 turns. So if it was a 5-turn bookable to a 3, it's now a 6-turn bookable to a 4-turn cooldown. And we know what we now only will be getting after this is actually, they've activated all these changes, we're only getting 1 continuous shield buff and 2 poisons. Again, I have masteries that can throw up an extra poison, that can also extend duration. But why Urogram? Why Urogram? You've just taken a really fun champion that can do so much, and Raid knows they're getting publicity. Nobody's paid to make videos. We like the game, we hate the company. I always say, 'cause it's true. And they're getting free advertising, and they just end up pissing in everybody's face. Here you go. Here's some shit champions. Pixnail, who really gives a rat's ass? Who gives a crap about Garog? who really gives a damn about Robar speed? And Tila, like, yeah, please, I'll feed her to a fucking war boy. But Urogram, one of the funnest champions, the best champions, you nerfed him. Now, with that being said, A1 goes to a 2-hitter now, not a 3. And Bizarre Vapors, 2 poisons instead of 3. And 1 continuous heal buff instead of 2. And also, it goes, if it's unbooked, it's 6 turns. So, I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I'm kind of thinking about it, and I think Urogram will still be okay, but I'm just not happy that you destroyed him. The essence that made Urogram and what made him the fun champion he was, that made him want to make me actually upgrade him as quick as hell, that's gone now, because now he's just like, he'll be, instead of like an S tier godlike epic, he's now maybe halfway up that ladder now. He'll still be okay. He may work fine, but he's just not going to be the same. I don't mind the A1. Bizarre Vapors now go to a 4-turn cooldown. I mean, I could potentially live with that too. 2 poisons instead of 3, 1 continuous heal buff. That was kind of his trademark. That was a very, very cool thing that we now do not have. We now get 1 continuous heal buff, 2 poisons, because yes, you buffed champions, but nobody gives a damn about who you buffed. You could have removed them all from the game, nobody would have cared. Especially Tila. Stick her back in the bloody bin. But Urogram, why did you have to nerf like one of my favourite champions? A lot of people in the community have put books, have put silver, real money, their time away from their family and their kids to work on this champion, and he's only been out fucking a couple of weeks. And now it's that case of he's going 3-hit to a 2-hit. We're now increasing the cooldown and we're removing that poison and a continuous heal buff. I hope I am wrong, but it's not great. I hope this is like Rotos. I hope it's like Madame Ceres, where it never actually was as bad as we think. Because Plarium, you know how to just shit all over everybody. And I think I've ranted enough. Go online, check out all of the updates. They'll probably post something in the news section. But yeah, the most important thing is they touched Urogram. They shouldn't have. I will let all of you guys make up your own decisions based on obviously the information that you're going to see pretty soon and whatnot. But until then, thank you for listening. Stay safe, keep reading. See you next time.